Hi, my name is Courtney. Thank you for joining me for this 20-minute advanced mobility workout. This workout is going to hit every mobile joint in your body. All you have to do is follow me. So this is a follow along. You need a foam roller and a light dumbbell. I'm going to talk you through all the exercises. We're going to do 45 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. That's when I'll do our demos. So let's pick up our foam roller. We're going to begin. Our first exercise is going to be called a 90-90, but we're going to use this foam rollers to support your lower back a little bit. So let's have that foam roller on the ground. What we're going to do is once we get it down, we're going to put it right below our shoulder blades. And once we have it nice and tucked, you're going to get your legs lined up at a 90-degree angle with your knees, okay? And then once we're here, we're going to feel like both of your legs are going to be off of the ground, and then we're simply going to rotate side to side. All right, so let's get in that position and let's start our 90-90s. These guys are going to be for 45 seconds. And while I have the foam roller behind, is that sometimes when I start, I'm just really tight and it takes me a little bit to get moving. So I like to have a little bit more support on my lower back, and I'll just allow my legs to fall from side to side. This is great for internal and external rotation, right? So when one knee is going out, that's your external rotation. When the other knee is going inward, that's your internal rotation. Great for warming up, loosening up your hips for any type of activity or day off type of things. So now we kind of getting going here. We're gonna switch the foam roller out, remove this guy. Let's put it to the side for now. And now we're gonna take our hands, we're gonna put it behind, and we're gonna do our 90-90s with our hands as support. Now, as you do this, you're gonna have a little bit more leverage so that you can go a little slower. So you lift up one leg and then trace with the other. You wanna maintain that angle between your ankle and then your knee, all right? So you're tracing one out and then the other one follows. Again, it's super cool exercise to do to open up the hips. I really like doing this in between my workouts, before my workouts, and then on mobility days like today. So this will activate the glutes a little bit as well as get those inner thighs ready to work. Okay, there's a few more seconds left. We have 3, 2, and 1. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do the same thing, take away the hands. This time we're gonna add a step, right? So you're gonna rotate to the side, you're gonna come up on your knee, stepping at the top, you're gonna stretch. We're gonna rotate all the way back to the other side, come up on your knee and stretch. And do tons of 90-90s, really gets you going. So today's workout again is mobility. And the first few exercises that we do, first 5 or so, are gonna be more on activation. And then after we get through those guys, we're gonna add a little strength, but we're gonna, again, focus on mobility, and we're gonna get a workout out of it. So the arms up. You can also have your hands together. Just a few more. Wrap it around. 3, 2, 1, and time. All right, so those are your 90-90 with a little bit of a step. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch out your lats a little bit, okay? Because again, we're gonna get into a workout today. So for this move, we're gonna start with the foam roller on your wrist. You're gonna sit back kind of like you're in a child's pose position, and you're simply gonna extend the foam roller away from you while dropping your head down, and you're gonna hold that stretch for about 5 seconds at a time. All right, let's start our first one and extend. We're gonna be down here for 45 seconds. Like I mentioned, you're just gonna hold it for 5 seconds at a time. Come back out of it. Exhale and reach. You're just gonna push your hips back, and you're gonna roll your hands forward. Just feel the stretch in your lats, underneath your shoulder blades, and roll that bad boy out. Just breathe easy. And this is another move I like to do if I'm doing like a back workout, pulling workout. Just kind of get the lats loose, shoulder blades loose. And this is also great for your lumbar spine, right? Because it's kind of backing down and out of the play. So this is a great one to kind of keep that guy nice and loose. There's a few more here. Hold it for 2, 1, and time. Awesome. So So now we're gonna take our foam roller, we're gonna put it away. And then you're gonna come back into that very similar or same position, right? Your elbows are down. You're sitting back kind of in that child's pose position. Now we're gonna do what we call a lumbar lock rotation. We're gonna have our hand on the side of the head, and then you're just gonna follow that elbow all the way up and then return all the way down. We're gonna do just 30 seconds on each side. All right, let's get into position and let's go. So you go up and then rotate down. If you look at my lower back, it's staying down. My feet are tucked under. This is a thoracic rotation, so you're kind of rotating through the thoracic spine and allowing your upper body to kind of get mobile and open up and breathe easy, under 10 seconds, and then we're just gonna go to the other side. Again, another great exercise if you're doing like an upper body day, but all of this opens everything up. 3, 2, 1, and other side. So let's transition to the other side. Again, 30 seconds. And we're through a couple of moves here. Like I said earlier, we're just gonna go into more of a workout coming up. But let's get into the stretch. Stay low with the hips. Inhale on the way down. Exhale hard on the way up. Just a few more of these guys. You have 3, 2, 1, and time. You bring it back down. Awesome. So our next exercise is one of my favorites, is a hip hinge. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna have one leg straight. You're gonna feel this move a little bit on the inside. You could clasp your hands together. We're gonna have my toe, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's tucked under. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna hinge the hips back right here and come back up. If you can go deep without bending forward, that's great, but we're just gonna sit back and come up. Same thing, 30 seconds on each side. All right, palms here. We'll sit back, come up out of this. This is a really good move if you're doing like a deadlift day, if you're doing any type of hip extensions. Sometimes our inner thighs get really, really tight or even weak, right? This is a great exercise to do before you get moving. I like to do these mobility moves in between my workout. So maybe I'll do a set of deadlifts and I re-emphasize the extension by doing this. All right, that's your 30. Let's just quickly switch to the other side and let's rock it out. All right. And then I like to focus on my breathing, get that diaphragm to expand long and then contract long, right? Let's inhale down, hard push, exhale up. I don't really like doing these guys again. Sometimes I'm doing a workout, I get super tight, and adding a little bit of mobility in the middle of the workout helps. All right, about 3 more seconds. 2, 1, and time. All right, so now this next move, we're gonna start in a half kneeling position. This is called your windmill. So you're gonna have one knee up, my back toe is in. You're gonna have that arm up. This is where we'll use that 15-pounder. And then we're gonna take that elbow and try to bring it to the ground and coming up. If that mobility doesn't work well with the elbow, try reaching that hand to the ground. All right, about 5 seconds to go. Grab your weight, extend the arm, and down. So this is where that workout starts. We have a little load in our hand here, right? And it's gonna start adding up. We're gonna do this guy for 45 seconds. So you should feel it, especially round number 2. You should feel your shoulder burning a little bit. We're turning, dropping our body, so we get a hip extending, and then you see your shoulders rotating, right? So a lot of moving here. Even my ankle's moving around a little bit. It's a tremendous amount of mobility. I only have 15 pounds here. You really don't need that much. So make sure you're in control of your movement and not the weight so much. 3, 2, 1. We're gonna switch to the other side. Yeah, you don't need heavy weight for these guys. All right, let's go right into it. Remember, 45 seconds. Come all the way up. You're gonna try to keep that top arm nice and straight. Keep your gaze on that top hand as you dip, extend, right? Sometimes your eyes come off of it. Your arms start moving around like a flagpole. You don't want that. You just kind of want a nice straight arm and then square your chest up at the top. And you should feel that heart rate going up, anytime you have your arms above your head, your heart has to pump a little bit more. So the heart rate will go up. Almost there, team. 3, 2, 1, and bring it back. Awesome. So those are your windmills. Next move is a side kick through, one of my favorite. So there's a lot going on here. First, you want to start with the hands underneath your shoulders. And then once you do that, get the knees underneath the hips. And then we're going to begin by lifting the knees up. Now we're going to turn our body, take the legs that's underneath, kick it while keeping the toe in line with your hip, and the opposite hand behind your ear. We're going to come back to center, and we're going to do the same thing to the other side. These are your side kick throughs, okay? So I would say doing these guys nice and slow and controlled. All right, we start in 3, 2, 1, and go. So we're gonna do this for 45 seconds. Turn, kick, turn. The key here is when the kicking leg is gonna be in line with the hip. Typical mistake here is for the kicking leg to go down. We wanna keep it straight. And let's breathe. I really love this exercise because it's an animal flow exercise. Works your hips, works your shoulders. You should feel these in your shoulders. And then you'll see that heart rate again kind of go up because you're using every joint in your body here. Breathe easy, under 10 seconds. And then we go to our next move. Breathe. Turn, 2, 1, and kick. Awesome. So now we're gonna do another animal flow move. This is called your front step. So we're gonna start in a plank position. So I'll face you on this one. You're gonna begin in a plank, hands underneath the shoulders. You're gonna have a nice straight legs. And all you're gonna do is, you're gonna step to the outside and say my right hand, and then kick that leg through and revert back down to your plank. All right, 45 seconds. Let's get into it. So we start plank. I'm gonna step to my left, take that hand off, kick through, reach back, do the same thing on the other side. Step right, kick through, reach back, and alternate. Step, big kick, reach back, and let's keep it going. Remember, own the plank first. So good plank, good step, keep the eyes up, reach back. And again, you should feel those shoulders starting to burn a little bit. A lot of mobility, using your body weight here, but we're working well. Here we go. Almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome. All right, so we move on to the next move. This is your crab reach, okay? So we're gonna alternate on this move. So what we're gonna do is gonna start toes pointed forward, fingertips pointed back. We're gonna drive our hips up as best as we can and take one arm off, trace that hand with your eyes, come back to where you start, and we repeat to the other side. Okay, we started 3, 2, 1. Let's go for 45 seconds. Up and then over. Place that hand down. Drive the hips up and over, keeping your feet nice and firm to the ground. As you look at that hand, go all the way up. Trace it, trace it, trace it. Then look at the bottom hand as you finish that movement. Breathe. You probably hear me breathing hard. The heart rate really goes up when you're knocking these guys out. Just 15 more seconds, and then we go into our last move before we repeat those last 4 exercises. Coming up in 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome. All right, team, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do what we call plank drag. So we're gonna start in a plank. We're gonna bring our 15, or my 15, or your weight back in play. We're gonna start into a plank. Move my mat up a little bit. And you're gonna reach under, like so, grab the weight, place it to one side, let that arm continue all the way up while twisting your body, and then gonna repeat on the other side. All right, here we go. 45 seconds, let's go. Plank, place, turn. Just follow that hand come up, watch it come back down. Place the weight. You wanna turn on your toes. All right, now This is the last exercise in the circuit. And so the last 4 exercises that we've done, we're gonna go at it. You should have a more familiarity with it the second round. And then we're just gonna rip through it, have a little bit of a shorter break, just about 15 seconds to transition instead of that 30 seconds. Almost there. Just keep breathing. 3, 2, 1. Awesome. If you need to take a quick break, now's the time to hit the pause button. Maybe grab a sip of water. Next 5 minutes, we're gonna run through. We're gonna start here with our windmill in about 5 seconds. So get the weight up. And we're gonna go 45 seconds each side. Here we go. So this is where you start to maybe sweat a little bit. Feel a little bit of burn, but we're working now. But we're still owning the mobility, right? So as you come down, you don't have to do many reps. Just do quality reps, right? So now you're feeling a little breathless. Inhale, control the motion. That's the most important part about this mobility workout, is that you stay in control, right? You're not trying to do as many reps as you can. You're trying to control as many reps as you can. 10 seconds, we do a quick switch to the other side. Bring it up. Last one for me here. 3, 2, 1. Bring the weight down. Quick 10 seconds. We're gonna transition to the other arm. Again, the name of the game is control, all right? We start in 2, 1. Let's rotate. Back down. Come back up. Just inhale on your way down. And again, eyes up on that top hand and breathe. So with some mobility sometimes, at least what works for me, you know, I like to be engaged. And I know sometimes when I do some slower mobility, I kind of lose my engagement. I like this workout because you have a little bit of intensity and I'm feeling really good moving and it gets me through it. I'm feeling like I'm sweating a little bit, I'm working, and I like that. Where sometimes I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep doing mobility. Almost there. 3, 2, 1, and time. Nice job, team. All right, so we go into those side kick throughs. Remember, shorter recovery times. This is the one where we kick our legs under. We're gonna start in that quadruped. 5 seconds to get there. 3, 2, let's kick. 45 seconds, boom. If you notice, I'm not going too fast, at least I don't think I am. You're gonna turn with tremendous control. I'm feeling a lot of burning, kind of like the backside of my shoulders, because we're on our hands a lot, and that's okay. But we're rotating, we're kicking, we're moving. So a lot of mobility. I really recommend doing this a couple times a week so you can keep up with your activities, keep the back pain away, you know, knee pain away, hip pain away, right? Kick. 10 seconds, and you get a quick breather. Almost there, team. Turn, kick. 3, 2, 1, and time. Awesome. We are almost there. So now we're gonna go back to that front step. That's when I'm facing you, coming at you. Can roll the shoulders. We're gonna get there in 5 seconds. Start in that plank position. And here we go. Step. I'm stepping on my left, kicking my right, placing that leg back, and then go to the other side. Big step. Eyes up. Reach. Face it back. So I like to do a lot of animal flow because I feel like with these moves, you're moving so many muscles. Everything has to be like benefiting or helping, right, for you to do that movement. And sometimes with strength, we're so focused, like a muscle group gets really tight and it can cause, you know, dysfunction. So you want to stay loose. So I love doing animal flow. Almost there, team. 5. And then 3, 2, 1, and time. Okay, so we're back to the mat. We're gonna rock out our crab. There's a couple more. So quick transition again. Feet forward, hands back. We start in 2, 1, lift. So trace that hand up over. Awesome. Bring it back. Drive the hips up, 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 up. Come back. Reach. Big reach. Come back. Big reach. Again, working mostly shoulders and hips here. Glutes are involved. High hips at the top. Keep the feet down. Let's keep breathing. Keep rocking it out. Over. 10 more seconds. Strong finish. Strong finish here. 3, 2, 1. Let's take it down. All right. So we're on to our very last move. And look, just like that, 20 minutes has come and gone. So we go back to our drag. Remember, we're gonna start into a plank, reach, and we're there in 2, 1, here we go. So you reach, place your weight, rotate up, put the hand back down, grab, rotate. That's it, team. We're turning on the toes, keeping the hips level, keeping that confidence in. We're almost done with this 20-minute little mobility session. Let's keep breathing. In through the nose, out through the lips. Strong finish here. Just a few more. Awesome. I know we should be about under 10 seconds to go. So strong. Try not to let those hips dip. Last one here. 3, 2, 1, and down. All right, team. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoy this. Look for some more videos like this coming in your future.